What's going on, y'all? I was out here in the shop working on some Christmas presents and was listening to YouTube, everybody in the background and stuff. And for some reason, it kicked over to the CBS thing. And they were talking about all the stuff here going on with Colorado and all that stuff. And it finally clicked as to what the game plan really is. Now, hopefully, by now, everybody has realized that the stuff with Trump is honestly BS because A, they stayed in their own order to start with. B, they more or less made it to where it's null and void once he appeals it, which he's going to. But they're trying to put all the pressure on the Supreme Court again. Now, they did that once before with that big case that everybody knows about where they had people camping outside the judges' houses and stuff. Now, they're directly in this quote from CBS when they were talking about it. I can't pull it up. I'm out here in the shop. But the lady was talking about how they need to make sure that they point out which of the judges on the Supreme Court were appointed by Trump. And then they went a step further and said, we also need to make sure that we need to separate the ones that were appointed by Democrats and Republicans. And then they go into Judge Thomas's wife being a activist, supposedly a conservative activist, and why he needs to recuse himself from this situation or any ruling when it comes to Trump because, his wife is a conservative. But yet the judges in Colorado, one of which actually even made donations themselves and was an activist quite literally themselves, did not recuse themselves from the decision. Now, the decision was a 3-4 split. So imagine that if one, but there was two that should have been recused on that situation, how that would have went. Now, all they're doing here is pushing for that headline. Even Fox News is pushing that stupid headline. Trump not going to be able to be on the ballot. It's been confirmed. It's been confirmed. It's not been confirmed. Do a little bit of research. Check for yourselves. It's actually in the freaking ruling the court released. Okay, it's very simple. They're going to have his name on it, but right now, what they're really trying to do is they're trying to make sure that the Supreme Court no longer has any power. Because while this lady was talking about that, they were trying to say that, well, they never bring up or they'll never take up any big issues. They'll take up 2A issues or they'll take up this. Think about that exact statement. Only recently have they been starting to take up 2A issues. Most of the time, they actually try to kick that back down the road and they won't take them up. They're really trying, people. They are seriously, seriously trying to take away everything that we hold dear in this country. And they're using the government to do it. And the funny part is if you look at that, that little piece of paper that they're so scared of and they're wanting to get rid of, that piece of paper trumps the government itself. Because it actually talks as the government being a separate entity from the people and, United States of America. The government is its own thing. Okay? So look at what they're doing. They are seriously trying to put all the pieces in place. And they're damn near there. So if you haven't yet, I seriously suggest you start running through things. Water, food, protection, shelter, something to keep you warm while the winter's still around. Start getting them skills up. Catch you around.